The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of our Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Y'all started from PBS Kids, what you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video.
Come on, boys, get loud. 'Cause when the music starts bumping, the whole place will be jumping. It's my scene, my scene. You know what I mean. It's my scene, you know what
Hey y'all, it's Harriyanna and I'm back with another video. Hi, hello, how you guys doing? My name is Harriyanna and welcome back to the pirate ship, also known as Harriyannahook's pirate ship. I am the captain, you are not my first mate. I don't got no first mate because you wanna know why? Come here. Come here. Bring your ear closer to the speaker so you can hear me clearly. Nobody's worthy of being a first mate. But hi, hello, how you guys doing? My name is Harriyanna and I like to make content based off nostalgia and family and children's entertainment and all the issues that I find within those spaces. Now, if you guys have not watched my last video about the Hunchback of Notre Dame, you would know the main reason I am in my car right now is because my power is out inside of my house. My entire lighting setup without it was embarrassing, but I really needed to hurry and get this stuff done because your girl has pop-up shop she has to do. I'm working on stuff for my store. I am busy writing articles and this and that and the third. Your girl just did not have the time to wait, but I still need to get content done and use the natural lighting. Now, this is something that I have been wanting to talk about for a while because I remember one time when I was on live, one of my friends brought it up to me. But there are some issues with Disney Channel's original series, Casey Undercover. A lot of you guys have been asking me about my opinions on this series and whatnot. And I'm going to be real with y'all. This was not my show. I watched the theme song. I watched it for the theme song and then I would change the channel. I was not Casey Undercover high. I'm sorry, y'all. I just couldn't do it. I am not into spy shit. Like, I'm really not into spy storylines. I don't understand why I love Spy X Family so much. I just was not big into the spy genre when I was a teenager. As much as I love Zendaya and as much as I love seeing a black family on television, which we're gonna get into later, Casey Undercover just wasn't my show. It just didn't really do much of anything for me. But I see that so many of y'all loved it and so many of y'all appreciate it, especially with this kind of being like the only time we saw a black family on Disney Channel at the time being. That is another reason why a lot of people loved it. But that, we need to talk about that. Part of the reason why I always held back so much about talking about Casey Undercover is because this show has a colorism issue and I don't want anybody thinking that I am being mean to Zendaya or I'm attacking her or whatever the fuck. I am not a Zendaya hater, okay? But a lot of Zendaya stans, and I used to be like this too, they feel as if she can do no wrong. And while I'm saying Zendaya is wrong in this situation, I'm just saying I felt like she had good intentions, but it just didn't come off across it right. You'll see what I mean. I am a fan of Zendaya. I literally watch a lot of the stuff that she's in. I follow her on Instagram. I don't follow people I hate. Like, come on now. This is not a Zendaya hate video. This is not Zendaya slander or whatnot. There was just some things that happened with the production of this show that are colorist and we need to speak about them. Now, I will be referring to about 2 different articles in this video and they both had to do with race relations with Disney's Casey Undercover. If you guys don't know what Casey Undercover is, Casey Undercover basically is a Disney Channel show about a family of black spies. The oldest daughter is Casey Cooper. She has 2 younger siblings, one being an android. There's a lot of cameo appearances in here from like well-known black celebrities. It's a cute little nice family friendly show. I wish they gave Casey a black friend, but you can't always get your cake and eat it too. Now here is Yara Shahidi, and I have my opinions on Yara Shahidi as well when it comes to the subjects of colorism, but this is what she had to say when she learned about the kind of power and control that Zendaya, I probably call her Disney, the power that Zendaya had when it came to the series of Casey Undercover, because so much of why Casey Undercover was the way it was had to do with Zendaya. They wanted the show to be completely different. In a new story from Glamour, the 21 performer was interviewed by Yara Shahidi, which made an illuminating conversation about being young black women in the entertainment industry and how to navigate their platforms. The two discussed how Zendaya communicated that it was necessary that there was a black family on the Disney Channel network, a volatile moment for representation of minorities in entertainment. It's really powerful to see a woman of color in such a prominent position, Yara explained. Even without a political message, seeing ourselves on screen is so important. What you did with Casey Undercover, the fact that you came from a position of power, was huge for me. I am now in a place where I'm talking to creators and saying, hey, this is what needs to happen with this show, with the character. Not for my own ego, but because there's a lot of people watching and we have an opportunity. Now, when I find out that Zendaya had this kind of power when it came to Casey Undercover, if she so desperately wanted to have a black family on Disney Channel, I personally think that Casey should have been played by another person. Because as we know, Zendaya is a biracial black woman. And like I say, she does not favor one side more than the other. She's right in the middle. She has soft, loose, wavy hair. She has the ethnic nose. She has like the black features that are like there, but not like too much to the point where they make people uncomfortable. Like, you know how people's blackness makes people uncomfortable? Like, I know good and well my appearance is making somebody uncomfortable right now. Zendaya, she's right in the middle. She is very pale, has soft, wavy hair. She sticks out like a sore thumb when it comes to the family in this series because she fought to have a black family on the show. We have, you know, the typical thing where they always cast the light-skinned / racially ambiguous older sister and the dark-skinned monoracial black brother, the two monoracial looking black parents, and then also we know that the younger sister Judy, who is very monoracially black, she has the kinky, coily, curly hair, she is darker skin. She's an android. It feels like Aeon all over again. And I understand the importance of, because at this time period, there really weren't any black shows on Disney Channel. Hell, there weren't any black movies either. The only black movie that we really got at this time was Let It Shine. And a 90-minute movie versus a season with probably hours and hours and hours of material, it's not the same thing. Casey Cooper, played by Zendaya, sticks out like a sore thumb with her family because all of these people are monoracially black and she is a biracial black woman. Now, I understand that Zendaya really did have good intentions with this because she saw the importance of representation and that black children should have a television series with the black family because this was something that was severely lacking at our time period. During this age, we did not have any sisters. We did not have any Moeshas. We didn't have any one-on-ones. We didn't even have a That's So Raven. We didn't even really have True Jackson VP because that show went off air. And then again, True Jackson VP, in my opinion, wasn't really a black show because we saw True's interactions more with white people and non-black people than we did with her black family and her black friends and so on and so forth. Casey Undercover was a show that was very needed at this time period, and Zendaya did see the importance of using her voice in this situation, but also Zendaya, not only is she biracial, because I am aware that not all biracial people are light-skinned with loose curly hair. There are biracial people that look like me. There are biracial people out here that are darker than me, that have kinky hair and so on and so forth. I understand genetics, alright? I know mitosis and meiosis. Not only is she biracial, she's very light-skinned, fair-skinned. Like I said earlier, she sticks out like a sore thumb. It would have been one thing if Zendaya was a biracial that favored more of her black side than she did her white side, and she wasn't as light-skinned and she looked more like the family within the series, but she didn't. And that's why Casey Undercover can be a bit frustrating to watch sometimes, because there's another issue of colorism with Casey Undercover in the series, because we ended up finding out that Zendaya's stunt doubles on the show were white. The non-discrimination clause of the SAG-AFTRA contract states that a show's stunt coordinator must endeavor to cast qualified persons of the same sex or race involved, but in this case it doesn't apply when his endeavors vary much. Deadline has learned that the stunt coordinator's wife, was hired to double for Zendaya on many of the episodes. Two other stunt women, neither of them black, were also used to double for the show's star. 2 weeks ago, another stunt woman urged Moore to take action. I like to express my support for productions hired qualified ethnic stunt women for ethnic actresses, she told him July 15th email. In several instances, a local appropriate ethnic double is available, but instead a non-ethnic Caucasian stunt woman is hired to double an ethnic actress. I've personally been involved in several cases where a Caucasian stunt woman has brought on to double a black or ethnic actress. More recently, the production of Casey Undercover is using a Caucasian stunt woman to double for an ethnic actress. In this case, and many others, the contract is being overlooked by SAG-AFTRA. Casey Productions and the stunt coordinators have several local qualified stunt women to choose from. One thing that kind of irritates me the most when it comes to the stunt doubles controversy when it has to do with Hollywood is that oftentimes when I would see stunt doubles on set from the times that I have done extra work in the past and whatnot, 9 times out of 10 the stunt doubles do be looking shit like the actor. Like, I am aware that like on not Disney Stargirl, DC Stargirl, Beth, y'all know Beth, like the really cute black girl with like the little curly afro and whatnot. I love Beth. She's like my favorite character on the series. It had been revealed that her stunt double was a white woman in blackface. That also I remember when I'm just being very transparent right now, as we know the villain in like the first few episodes of Black Lightning, as we saw that he was a visibly dark-skinned man, his stunt double was a light-skinned man. I've seen this numerous times in the past where the stunt double resembles the actor very little. They be having white people stunt double for light-skinned actors. They would literally have light-skinned black people stunt doubling for dark-skinned people. They literally be getting somebody that's so out of the ass that looks nothing like the person to stunt double for them. And the big issue with this is because they claim to be like, we couldn't find somebody that looked enough like them in this time being. Y'all had the time, y'all had the money to go out there and look for somebody that was extremely accurate to the portrayal of this person here. You just chose not to. And also, like I said, Hollywood is a very elitist industry to work in. Not only because I remember I found out when it came to like the hair and makeup situation is that it's so hard to get into these unions. It's so hard to get these jobs, get these bookings, get these offerings, because they make it so elitist to the point where only lighter skin or very few black people can get in, and why white people dominate the field, because they make it so hard for people to get these certifications and get this training and get that SAG-AFTRA card that they need. Well, I am thankful for what Casey Undercover has done to the culture, as we literally ended up getting a black spy show. That's something that we haven't really seen before. That's nice. That's great. Need more shows like this. We can't ignore the fact that this show did have issues with the subject of colorism and race in general. That's just something that we do need to acknowledge and bring light to. That does not mean we're hating Casey Undercover, and doesn't mean that we're shitting on the show. We're just holding the show accountable for what it had done. But we also got to remember that at the time being that a lot of people weren't really educated on the subject of race, like, you know, people in Hollywood as they are now. Because one thing I have noticed about Hollywood is that they scared of social media. They are so scared of getting dragged on social media. That's why so many of them are taking matters into account when it comes to doing better about diversity and representation and whatnot. Not that much better, because we still see that there's some people out here messing up, especially with colorism and casting, but they're kind of getting the hang of it. This is an issue that we really shouldn't ignore. That's what I don't want people thinking that I'm just making this video to be negative or this and that and the third. No, the purpose of my channel is to not be overly negative. It's to be critical about the media that we do consume. That's pretty much it for this video. I didn't want to make this a long one because, like I said, I have so much stuff that I need to take care of. But what are you guys' thoughts and opinions about the colorism situation with Casey Undercover, especially when it comes to black people just working in Hollywood? Because a lot of people seem to realize that A lot of people that work in Hollywood, everybody think it's like glitz and glamour and whatnot. So many people that make Hollywood and the film industry what it is are like blue collar workers, like the hair and makeup department, the people that work on the lighting, the gaffers, the people that do the director of photography, like all of that jazz, the assistant directors, the production assistants, crafty, catering. People seem to not understand that all of these people are important when it comes to making a production. I just want people to understand and get a better understanding about what film production is and why they would understand why certain things work out the way they are and why things about this industry just need to change. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. You guys want to know ways you can support me? You can follow me on everything at Harryanna, Harriyanna. No, how you spelling your own name wrong? Harriyanna. I have Patreon. I have Buy Me a Coffee. I have merch at harriyannahook.com. I have a web series called The Progenies. Links to all of that jazz will be down below. Thank you guys so much and have a good night.
'Cause I work hard to get to this point in my life. I'm blowing up, so don't hate. Just congratulate.
Powerpuff Girls will just blow your mind. Buttercup like villains 3 at a time. Bubbles will smile while kicking your butt, and Blossom will lead them out of their rut. Cherish and Powerpuff, 2 of a kind. Both wanna save the world before bedtime. From Townsville, Memphis, New York to LA. The Powerpuff Girls are just here to stay.